747. And where are we at for the day? It's 12:13. Just got out of the shower. Long day. Got up at 4:15. Took my time getting up. Wasn't immediately out of bed. But it was a little bit needed. I looked at the alarm before I went to bed, and it was only about 3 hours and 20 minutes. 3 hours, 15 minutes before I had to get up again. But we got up, walked the dog, only ones out there. It was even amazing to see how many cars were going by at that hour on a Friday. But came in, gave the pup a treat. She did really well. And put in all the chicken that was marinating, overnight in the crock pot. And I bought two trays of chicken. I bought one, and then I just thought, this doesn't look like it's enough. I mean, this could feed me, but if I feed any more than 2 people, it might get scarce. So I bought a second tray yesterday at the grocery store. Had that marinated as well. I guess it was almost a green chili marinade chicken in the crock pot. So I set that in, came in, grabbed my clothes. To run in. Clothes for work. Keep the pup on that street. And then got out the door. Still a little bit late. We got there, started running at 5:40. Finished around 6:20. Went to get gas at the gas station down the street after the run. And the run was great. I haven't seen my friend in 2 weeks, and so it was nice to catch up. They were asking how the race go. I was going to ask them about their concert. And it's Etta Van Fleet was the name of the concert. But last week they canceled, I think the night before, the morning of. And they said that the lead singer had blew out his eardrum. So my friend was a little bit disappointed, but very understanding of the whole situation. We talked about that for a bit. And then I was headed out, and they had a cool event going on for that evening. So I was like, all right, have fun. Hope to hear about it next week if we meet up, because I know it's Thanksgiving next week, but we'll see. So then I went down the street to go get gas. I was on the last 3 bars of gas in the car. So I wanted to fill up before I forgot about it, or before it was too late. So I go down the street, it's another block away, and all the pumps are taped off, so I go to the next gas station, fill up, no problem, get to work, change, watch the face off and everything a little bit, get to work. It was fairly quiet the first couple hours. I got Krispy Kreme donuts, so that was kind of a pleasant surprise. And then it took me a while to get a donut. I was having some blueberry bread early in the morning, so I didn't feel like that sweet tooth was already filled. And then I came back, so you know what, let me just see what they have. And I swung by about an hour after they had dropped them off, grabbed one, and I thought it was just one that was glazed, and then on half of it they striped it with frosting. It turns out and then I took a bite, and then I was like, oh my gosh, there's a bunch of filling or cream cheese in the bottom. So I almost thought, or my initial thought was someone that dropped it on the filling and then put it back in the box. And I took another bite, and then I got all the filling. I was like, oh, okay, they just filled it, which it wasn't your typical kind of jelly-filled solid donut. It was the donut, so it had the hole in the middle. So I was surprised to see that there was anything in the middle, but that cured my sweet tooth. Didn't want anything else sweet after that. Had a light lunch, talked to my buddy Javi for a bit, and then I was excited to get out of work. Oh, and my cousin called right after the run and said, hey, I have a friend, my best friend's coming down. They're getting into Prescott around 2 o'clock today. And I don't know where they were checking in, but they said they can't check in till 7. So is there any way they can crash out at your place for a few hours or hang out? And I said, yeah, of course, let them know that I'm on this side of town, and here's my contact information, and I'll text them when I get to work. So I texted them and never heard back. And I texted them right after work and said, hey, by any chance do you need the address? And never heard back. So hopefully they're okay. Hopefully they got here and they got into the hotel or whatever it is they were going. But came back, walked the pup real quick because it had been about 12 hours since I had left, since we had walked, right? Because we went for the walk around about 4:45, 4:40. And then I got back at almost 4:30 on the dot. So I wanted to get her outside, and we got her outside, had a nice little walk, came in, took her off the harness, and just started prepping for the chicken. I had some friends come over to eat, and trying to slice up tomato, lettuce, try to make some Spanish rice. It never turned out right. It's getting better, and pretty much if you kind of drowned it in salsa on the top, it's good. So still got a little bit of work. I don't think I'm putting enough tomato. I think I need another 2 or 3 tomatoes to put in there to soak in. It wasn't quite there, but I was a little bit in a hurry. I was trying to brown the rice this time, so I had bought cooking oil to fry the tortillas for the tacos because it just makes the tacos that much better. So I said, you know what, let me cook the rice. Normally I just make it like white rice. I just boil a little bit of water, add in the rice, stir it a little bit, and then wait for it to soak in all the water. Boom, it's done. Pretty much do that with the normal rice routine. But decided, let me brown the rice, let me cook it just a hair. And it cooked really quick, so I was trying to just get the tomato sauce or the paste in there as quick as I could. And it was already starting to cook. So I just threw it in, like, okay, it is what it is. Let me just start getting the tortillas going. So I was trying to flash fry the tortillas, trying to add in a little bit of chicken. My friend was helping me fry the chicken. And then added the cheese. And then I think altogether made 14 tacos, maybe 15. I had 9 of them. But they were really good. They hit the spot. That's what I needed. That was great. And they watched a movie, the new Disenchanted movie on Disney Plus. They said, "Oh, this movie's out. Can we check it out? It looks kind of fun." I said, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So we watched that one. We're laughing a bit. The dog was going crazy. She had a great time. And she just could not stay out of the kitchen. I told her about 10 times, like, get out of the kitchen, stay right here. And normally she'll sit in the corner. She's fine, but she kept trying to sneak her way back in, so I had to get the gate and block her off a little bit. She got a little grumpy and didn't like that too much. She's over there somewhere. Where'd she go? There she is. And that's her snoring. But had a good time. Just got a little tired. Started dozing off maybe the last 15-20 minutes of the movie. And then they helped me clean up a little bit, which I appreciate. Thank you. And I turned on the Suns game, caught the second half of the Suns game, and they lost by 1. It was a really great game to watch. It was, I guess they didn't even catch the lead until about 4 or 5 minutes into the last quarter, fourth quarter. And it was only for 20 seconds, and then the Utah Jazz pulled back up, and they were playing a heck of a game too, and the crowd was into it. It was really exciting to watch. Just back and forth, they were scoring points, getting rebounds, making steals. It was fun. And then tried to watch more of the Warrior Nun. I don't know how much I watched, but I dozed off real quick. Then I said, all right, let me go take a shower. And here we are. So, didn't do any upper body today. took it easy, but the lungs felt great today. I noticed at work I was coughing very minimal. I think it helped to have 2 days of, even though I ran, it was still like more of a recovery pace. So my lungs didn't feel like they took the huge burden of breathing in and out so hard and trying to cough things up. So I'm hoping that'll help me out tomorrow. Goal is to run 10 miles, just nice and easy, 7:20 to 7:30 pace. And then Sunday, I don't know if still gonna do the Spartan 5K or not. I signed up for it, but had the code. But it doesn't seem, just because I'm still coughing so much, and I feel like part of it was just how cold it was that weekend before I got sick. But we'll see how tomorrow goes. Maybe my buddy Charlie will be there, join us for the long run, but we'll see. Dad might be in town, so I might go get lunch as well. I was gonna invite him over. There's a game on that he was looking forward to watching at 7 o'clock. So I was gonna say, hey, just stay over. We'll watch the World Cup game Sunday morning, and you can head back up. But he's got somewhere to be Sunday morning, so missed out on that one. But there's more World Cup games. It's just the opening game. But we'll see what happens. Excited for the weekend. Got an extended weekend. Trying to squeeze in the last 7 days of paid time off before the end of the year. And I got 2 days coming up next week, so should be fun. But that's it for me. So run your life with health and happiness, and have